Capital preservation, more vital than life itself. Welcome to Think Big, where we uncover the real truths of trading. There's a famous saying in the investment world: protect your capital as if you're protecting your very life. It might sound dramatic, but if you've ever experienced the sting of heavy losses or blown an account with a single impulsive click, you'll understand that capital isn't just money, it's opportunity, time, and the very foundation of your trading journey. Sadly, many new traders don't grasp this. They dive in with a "let's see what happens" mindset or a reckless "go big or go home" attitude, treating each trade like a gamble. When their account halves, they blame the market, the news, the spreads, or the broker. I've been there too. When I first entered the market, I brought $3,000, modest, but hard-earned from months of side gigs. I thought I was sharp, a quick learner with a knack for logic. I was convinced I'd double my account in weeks, and I nearly did. A string of winning trades made me believe trading wasn't as tough as people said. I started increasing my position sizes, ditching stop losses, and trading on gut instinct, thinking I had a natural talent. Then came a fateful Thursday night. An unexpected interest rate announcement sent gold prices plummeting. I didn't even have time to process what was happening before my account was deep in the red. In a panic, I doubled down to recover, only to lose again. By morning, my account was down to $12. I stared at the screen, unable to cry, not because of the money, but because I felt a strange, profound pain. I'd lost something precious, and I hadn't been disciplined enough to protect it. That moment marked the start of my journey to relearn everything with a new mindset. Trading isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a process of survival. The first rule of survival: preserve your capital. Are you taking that lightly? Do you ever enter a trade without knowing how much you could lose if you're wrong? Have you traded emotionally, desperate to recover losses quickly? Do you think capital is easy to replace, when in reality, it's something you've earned through time, effort, and hard lessons? If you answered yes, you're not alone. Most traders start this way. The difference lies in who pauses to course correct and who's lucky enough to still have capital to learn the next lesson. Preserving capital sounds simple, but it demands seriousness. It means saying no to tempting trades, stepping back when the market is chaotic, and being humble enough to understand that in trading, survival is the first victory. This video isn't about making quick money in the market. It's for those who've lost, felt confused, and wondered where they went wrong. It's an invitation to reflect and ask yourself, if you treated your capital like your life, how would you trade differently? They say if you lose money, you can earn it back. But if you lose all your capital, you've got nothing left to start over with. Capital isn't just the balance in your account or the numbers on your trading screen, it's the oxygen of your trading journey. Even with a solid system, a well-planned strategy, and a steady mindset, if you can't preserve your capital, it's all meaningless. Early on, I didn't believe that. I thought preserving capital was for the timid, for those too scared of risk to step into the market. But after multiple wipeouts, I realized only those who've gasped for air in this market truly understand the value of oxygen. A friend of mine, a former programmer, survived years in the market with one simple rule: never let his account dip below 80% of its original value. He set clear stop losses and never adjusted them, no matter how wild the market got. He once told me, "I'm not great at winning, but I'm great at surviving." And he was right. While others soared with leverage only to crash hard on unexpected news, he maintained slow, steady growth. During a sharp market drop triggered by geopolitical tensions, our trading group got caught in a revenge trading spiral. He cut his losses early, sat out for a week, and returned with his account, and his sanity, intact. Preserving capital sounds basic, but it's a lifelong journey of discipline, resisting temptation, and self-awareness. Have you ever reviewed your trading habits? Do you enter trades without a clear loss threshold? Have you moved your stop loss because the market might reverse? Have you held on to losing trades too long, unwilling to admit you were wrong? These are common, dangerous behaviors. Each time you do this, you're trading your capital for emotion, letting blind optimism drive your actions, and slowly suffocating your account's oxygen. Here's another example. A young woman I met in a trading community started with $500, meticulously setting stop losses and using small position sizes with a clear strategy. Her account grew to $600, then $700. But one day, misled by a news headline, she took a larger-than-usual trade, hoping for a big win. When the market turned against her, she didn't cut her loss. She told me, "I believed it would bounce back." By the time she exited, her account was down to $100, too late. Preserving capital isn't just about setting stop losses, it's about knowing when to pause, when to step back, and when to breathe. Veteran traders aren't the ones who win the most, they're the ones who know when to retreat. They understand that having money in your account means you still have choices. Without capital, you're left on the sidelines, watching others play the game. After every losing streak, I ask myself, if my next trade goes south, how long can I survive in this market? That question grounds me, keeping me from chasing quick profits and reminding me that trading isn't about ego, it's about controlling it. Where's the line between cutting losses and holding on? That's what I want you to think about. Many believe holding a losing trade takes courage, but if you're holding without a solid technical reason or a risk mitigation plan, that's not courage, it's recklessness. The line between courage and recklessness is thinner than you think. Look at your recent losing trades. How many could you have exited earlier? How many did you hold on to just to avoid admitting defeat? Preserving capital isn't a skill you master overnight. It's a daily practice, built on humility, choosing discipline over gut instinct. It's the first and last lesson in trading. Even as you become more skilled, forgetting this lesson can still wipe you out with one unexpected news event or a poorly timed click. If you still have capital in your account today, ask yourself, are you protecting it properly? Are you trading with a capital preservation mindset, or are you rolling the dice with your luck? Are you clear-headed enough to distinguish between strategic patience and ego-driven stubbornness? The answers lie in how you trade every day. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like and share this video to spread the value. If you know someone who needs to hear this, pass it along so they don't lose their way. Thank you for listening. Now, let's dive deeper into the line between cutting losses and holding on, a question many traders carry but few dare to face head-on. The foundations of capital preservation. To build a lasting trading career, you need a solid foundation for preserving capital. Here are 3 cornerstones to start with. 1. Limit risk per trade. This sounds basic, but most traders overlook it. They trade on emotion, set arbitrary stop losses, or none at all, and convince themselves they'll exit at the right time. The market doesn't wait for your timing. In any capital preservation strategy, you must decide before entering a trade how much you're willing to lose if you're wrong, not after. A good rule is to risk no more than 1 to 2% of your account per trade, depending on your risk tolerance. Never let a single bad trade erase 10% or 20% of your capital. Mistakes are normal, but if one mistake knocks you out, you won't get the chance to recover. 2. Set stop losses based on market logic. Many traders set stop losses as an afterthought, a round number or random distance, sometimes only after entering a trade. That's like driving without knowing where the brakes are. A stop loss should be placed where your analysis is proven wrong. For example, if you're buying because you believe price is at a support level, your stop loss should be below that support, where a break would signal a trend reversal. This requires understanding market structure, key price zones, and price action, not to overcomplicate things, but to make your stop loss a true protective tool, not a random limit. 3. Embrace sitting out when the market is unclear. Preserving capital isn't just about stop losses, it's about knowing when to stay out. Many traders fear missing opportunities, so they trade constantly, even when unsure, calling it market feel. In reality, it's impatience. The market doesn't always provide clear signals. Some days, it's chaotic, trendless, or full of psychological traps. If you lack patience, you become the prey. Sometimes, the best move is to do nothing. A veteran trader once told me, try sitting out for a few days, you'll realize not losing money is a form of winning. That stuck with me. Preserving capital is as much about disciplined inaction as it is about action. Thank you for staying until the end of this quiet but honest journey. If you've made it this far, maybe you found a new perspective, or a gentle shift in how you want to approach this path. And if this still feels like the journey worth continuing, then stay with me. There's so much more for us to explore, to learn, to grow through. Once again, thank you for giving your precious time to listen to something small but real.